Okay, this is the topic is called canceling, and factoring is involved again with this. Copy down example 1. And in example 1, what you need to do here for your notes is show 2 ways that you can do this problem. Now, what they want, the directions on this is that they want you to simplify this. Alright, and I want you to show 2 different ways you can simplify this. So I'm going to go through the 2 different ways right now. So I'm going to change the color on this here. So in black, I'm going to show you 1 way. So the original problem is 4 minus 4x over 4. One way you can do this is factoring. So in other words, in the top of this fraction, or this problem, factor the greatest common factor. So in other words, what's common as we look at 4 minus 4x? All right. Now we're gonna factor the greatest common factor. So we need to find the greatest common factor. So in other words, with notice that you have a factor of 4 in there, right? So you got a 4 that's common. Now, do you have anything else common in both these terms? We've got a 4 common. Do you have anything else common? And the answer to that is no. So my greatest common factor is 4. That's it. My greatest common factor is 4. Now I'm going to put down my set of parentheses. And just like we've done before, let's take a look at the yellow part, and let's take a look at this part. Now, what's left in those after I take a 4 out? So in other words, let me put yellow here, and I'll put it to green over here to show the 2 different parts. So in the yellow part, 4 times what would give me the 4 there? And it's a 1, isn't it? Now if I check that and distribute, 4 times 1 is 4. Now, I've got my minus sign. Now let's do the green part. There was a 4 in there. You took it out. Okay, what's left? You've got an x. Now let's check this. Let's distribute to make sure we've done this correctly. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times x is 4x. I've done that correctly. Now, all you have in the bottom is the 4, right? Okay, which is right here. Now, in the top, you basically have 4 times this whole value. And we can cross cancel now the 4's out. So your answer on this is 1 minus x. That's all that's left. So simplified, this is 1 minus x. Let me make a notice of one thing here. Notice in the beginning here, I cannot just cancel out the 4's like that. You cannot do that because this 4 is associated with a subtraction sign right there. You can only cross cancel when you're taking something times something. Here I can cross cancel. That's all I can do with that. So my answer is 1 minus x. Now, another way you could do this problem, and I'm going to put this in a different color, we have 4 minus 4x over 4. And I'm not so sure if this might be a little easier way for some of you. You know, it just depends on the person. What this really means here, what this problem really means is you've got the 4 right here, over what you're dividing by, minus, and then the other term by what you're dividing by. Now all we do is simplify. So in other words, let's see here, 4 over 4, well that's 1. Minus, I can cross cancel the 4's out and I have an x. Now, again, that might be a little easier way for some of you to do that. Now let's do another problem showing the 2 different ways. Okay, so pause this and write that down. Okay, now that you've written the problem down, let's do this problem. So I'm going to do it the first way that I did back over here in black here. So we're going to factor the greatest common factor in the top. So in the top, I have 7x minus 49x squared. So I'm going to factor the greatest common factor. So I cannot break 7 down, so I just have a 7 there. I can break 49 down to 7 times 7 or 7 squared. So what's my greatest common factor? Well, I've got a 7 in both of them, don't I? So I've got 7. Now, is there anything else common? Let's do the letters now. I've got an x in both, don't I? take the lower exponent, so that's x to the first. Now put your set of parentheses, and remember this is over 7x. All right, now what's left, and I'm going to color this, color code it so we can reference it a little easier. All right, now, in the first term, in the yellow, and let me put, show that, so we've got our yellow part and we've got our green part. All right, so let's see, in the yellow part, I took 7x out. So all there was a 7, so I took that out. All there was an x, I took that out. But I got to have a placeholder, so I just have a 1 there. Now let's check that. Is 7x times 1 7x? Yes, it is. Minus. Now, 7 times what would give me 49? Well, 7. So I have a factor of 7 left. There were 2 x's. I took one of them out, so I have an x. Now let's check this. 7x times 1 is 7x minus 7x times 7x is 49x squared. I did it correctly. Now I can cancel out the 7x's, and my answer is 1 minus 7x. That's what my simplified answer is. Now, let's do it the second way. And again, I want both these examples, and these are the only 2 examples you have. I want you to show the 2 different ways of doing these. Now, the other way is I can rewrite this problem. I can rewrite it as 7x over what the fraction is, minus 49x squared over 7x. So notice both of these are being divided by 7x. Now I simplify. Let's see. 7's cancel, x's cancel. I have 1 left. Simplify this part. Well, do the numbers first. 49 over 7, well, that means 49 divided by 7, right? A fraction is division. That's 7. And let's see, I can cancel out an x down here, cancel out an x up there. That leaves an x. And I get my 1 minus 7x. So, this is called canceling. There's 2 different ways to do this. Re-listen to this so you can look at these 2 methods again. That would help quite a bit. And try to decide, or try to figure out what type of method you're most comfortable with.